Welcome to Business Statistics 211 and Elementary Statistics 157. I'm Patricia Westin and I'll be your instructor this semester. Before we begin, I want to let you know that if you have not taken the Blackboard orientation, I highly recommend you do that. To find it, you will go to the top left portion of your screen where it says My Blackboard. Click that button. It will open up another window to where you see your course again, and below that you should see something titled Blackboard Orientation. I recommend you take that so that you're ready to follow through my Blackboard with ease. It'll make this class flow much better. Now, if at any time you have any questions, there are several ways of stating your question to me. First of all, you may send me an email. You can send me an email through the DMAC, through my stat lab, and as you watch the future videos you'll see how that works. You may attend my office hours through WisIQ Virtual Classroom. That can be found in the Tools category here. As you go into Tools, if you go to the bottom, you will see this WisIQ Virtual Classroom. That's where you'll find me. You may also want to submit questions via the Frequently Asked Question Board, which is under Course Content. When you press Course Content, it'll show you your weekly assignments, but here's the Frequently Asked Questions board. In order to be involved in the FAQ questions, you must subscribe to, in order to see the questions. To do that, you just click on it. It opens up. Here I've already subscribed, so you'll see where it says unsubscribe, it'll say subscribe in your case. Just click that button and then you're subscribed and you'll be able to see my welcome to the frequently asked questions. To create a question or to ask a question, you can start a thread, or you can go off of my frequently asked questions that I started here. You can hit reply and you can ask a question there if you'd like. So the next thing I want to discuss are the study expectations. It is realistic to spend 12 to 16 hours per week on this course. This is an 8-week course, so it moves at a very quick pace, therefore requiring more hours than a 15-week course. I believe I am being realistic about the expectations of 12 to 16 hours. If you are spending more than 16 hours a week on this course, you need to send me an email and let me know so that I can make adjustments. Do plan on spending more time on some sections than others. It depends on your mathematical abilities on how long you're going to spend on certain sections or the other. This is a good time for me to mention that chapters 1 through 3 do not take as long as chapters 4 through 10 do. So just keep that in mind, that once you hit chapter 4, you're going to need to spend more time on your assignments. That brings me to some of the grading information I'd like to talk about. So let's start with the homework policy. The homework policy states that that each homework assignment is worth 15 points. There are 9 homework assignments. Actually, no, there's 8. I'm sorry. There are 8 homework assignments, and they are due by the completion date, which is a Tuesday night at 11:59 Central Standard Time. If you miss that deadline, there is a 33% deduction per day from the final score, only to the questions scored after that due date. So partial credit will be offered to questions with multiple parts in the MyStatLab. So as you're working through the problems, if you have some of them wrong, you'll get partial credit within the homework problems. If you've missed the deadline, then you're going to lose 33% per day on the problems that you have not completed. The quiz and exam policy. There will be 4 exams. They're each worth 50 points apiece for a total of 200 points. And 9 of the 10 quizzes are found in my stat lab, while one of the quiz, the syllabus quiz, is found in Blackboard. Each quiz is worth 20 points, and you'll be given an hour to take those quizzes, while you'll be given 2 hours for the exams. There are, however, 2 quizzes that are fairly long, and I'm giving you 2. It's not necessarily going to take 2 hours, but I'm giving you 2 hours to take those 2 quizzes. The quizzes, there are 9 quizzes worth, or excuse me, 10 quizzes worth 20 points apiece, so that gives you a total of 200 points as well. Discussion questions and the summary journals. There is a weekly discussion question that is worth 5 points. There are 8 discussion questions, so it's a total of 40 points, and there's a weekly journal to write a summary of what you learned throughout the week, worth 5 points, and there are 8 of those, worth a total of 40 points. So your entire course is worth 600 points, and the opportunity for extra credit is if you answer your classmates or your fellow classmates' questions in the frequently asked question discussion, and as long as they are successfully answered, then I will reward you with extra credit. One thing I do want to discuss within the frequently asked questions, within the discussion questions and the summary, is that if you are quoting something or copying something directly from a book, from a website, wherever, you need to document that. I have given some information within the syllabus for you to follow in order to make your documentations. I have left information for the APA guide at that point there, and there's some examples that you can follow using our library tools and the things our library offers. That concludes my welcome, and good luck.